Puff.
Okay.
He telling me we got to kick it and shit. And he's like, yo, why don't we like go shopping or some shit? I mean, like, I pay for it. And I was like, what the this just say?
Recently, 50 Cent worked up a tempest by uncovering a surprising tale about hip jump legend Diddy. As per the rap symbol, a few unmistakable figures in the business, from Fabolous to Travis Scott, have purportedly participated in unseemly associations with Diddy for monetary profit. In the realm of hip bounce, where 50 Cent and Diddy are both venerated and disputable figures, their long-term strength has been set apart by pressure and contention. Notwithstanding, 50 Cent's most recent disclosures have taken their fight higher than ever. Through meetings and online entertainment, he has made stunning cases about Diddy's direct, recommending that his impressive gatherings conceal a more obscure truth. 50 Cent has illustrated Diddy's social events as about music and festivity, yet in addition as settings for upsetting and physically problematic way of behaving. In his hazardous meetings, 50 Cent has claimed that Diddy takes part in what he alludes to as oddity-offs with other prestigious rappers. As per 50 Cent, these experiences include capricious demonstrations that push the limits of cultural standards. And while some might excuse these cases as simple bits of gossip, 50 Cent is unflinching in his assurance to uncover what he accepts to be reality. He is unafraid to distinguish people and uncover their association in Diddy's problematic exercises. The idea of these claims has sent shockwaves through the music business, inciting inquiries regarding the genuine pith of distinction and power and the lengths to which a few people will go to keep up with their status. In the midst of the contention encompassing Diddy, 50 Cent has made a striking declaration that has caught the consideration of both the business and general society. He uncovered his arrangements to deliver a narrative named Surviving Diddy, intending to reveal insight into the upsetting way of behaving and claimed bad behavior of the bad boy boss. Notwithstanding, 50 Cent's expectations go past uncovering Diddy's activities. He has likewise dedicated to utilizing the returns from the narrative to help rape casualties. In a strong proclamation, he proclaimed that the cash produced from that venture would go towards assisting the people who would having experienced such terrible demonstrations. This choice grandstands 50 Cent's assurance to point out the charges against Diddy and to help those impacted by rape. A strong move exhibits his obligation to looking for equity and having a constructive outcome in the existences of others. In any case, the claims made by 50 Cent about Diddy's way of behaving have lighted a firestorm of public response. Individuals from varying backgrounds are saying something regarding the contention, communicating shock, doubt, and concern. The weightiness of the circumstance can't be overlooked as it brings up significant issues about power elements, assent, and the clouded side of the music business. While some might rush to excuse these cases as simple tattle or diversion, it is critical to focus on the data introduced. Significant media sources take care of the story, loaning believability to the claims. Posh scenes like the Trump Worldwide Inn in New York City have been implicated in these occasions, further adding to the reality of the cases. Strangely, Cat Williams, the famous joke artist known for his sharp mind and unfiltered humor, has additionally recently made stunning cases about the incredible rapper and maker Diddy.
These big deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you...
In a broadly circled video interview, Williams unveiled that Diddy had attempted to include him in his disputable exercises, in any event welcoming him on shopping trips. Williams, known for his refusal to adjust to Diddy's impact, not normal for some different craftsmen, persevered. These disclosures lighted a tempest of contention and hypothesis in the hip jump local area, leaving fans and pundits the same to consider the character of the rappers Diddy purportedly blamed for taking part in illegal exercises for monetary benefit. Albeit explicit names were not referenced, the following tales and hypotheses have continued. Fab, a regarded rapper respected for his smooth conveyance and expressive expertise, ended up entangled in the outrages encompassing Diddy and his supposed dealings with different craftsmen. During a remarkable meeting on the Drink Champs show in 2017, Diddy questioned Fab about their non-appearance from shared social trips, an inquiry that appeared to disrupt Fab. Notwithstanding seeming frightened for his life, Fab kept on associating with Diddy. In December 2021, Fab divided a photograph on Instagram that caused a stir between fans and pundits. The photograph portrayed him at a Diddy party, joined by a subtitle that filled hypothesis. Fab guaranteed that he had informed Diddy he was going to the restroom and afterward got away when it was 7 a.m. Furthermore, Diddy was all the while celebrating. It appeared to be that Fab, in the same way as others, found it trying to decline Diddy's solicitations, regardless of whether he need to go to the get-togethers. This occurrence brought up issues about Fab's inclusion with Diddy and the idea of their relationship. Did Fab feel compelled to spend time with Diddy in spite of his evident apprehension? Or was there something else to their connections that made Fab want more and more? It is important that Fab isn't the main rapper who has confronted examination corresponding to Diddy. One more unmistakable craftsman has likewise been connected to Diddy in this outrage. Game uncovered in an earlier meeting on the Drink Champs show that he endured 2 years going around with Diddy, yet they never went to the studio together. Notwithstanding this absence of melodic joint effort, Diddy gave Game costly gifts, went on him on outings, and welcomed him to parties. Game appeared to be enjoying a life of ease and comfort with Diddy, however it stays muddled why he kept on spending time with him for so long, taking into account the absence of melodic contribution. Curiously, Game's sibling, Enormous Face, dropped a hint on in that proposed there might have been something else to their relationship besides shopping binges. He implied that it probably won't have been Game's road validity that stood out for Diddy. Close by, an image of Diddy giving Game a regressive embrace. While some excused Enormous Face's remark as simple jealousy, others conjectured that there could be a reality to it. These disclosures and hypotheses have left fans and pundits pondering the real essence of the connections among Diddy and these specialists. Might it be said that they were just up to speed in Diddy's spectacular way of life? Or was there something more evil impacting everything? The way that Fab and Game, alongside different craftsmen, kept on spending time with Diddy, in spite of the absence of melodic joint effort, causes a stir and fills the reports encompassing Diddy's supposed connections. As the outrage keeps on unfurling, it is not yet clear whether more craftsmen will approach with their own accounts and shed light on reality behind Diddy's supposed activities. The hip-bounce local area is enthusiastically anticipating further disclosures and expecting straightforwardness in an industry that frequently works away from plain view. Travis Scott, the prestigious rapper and maker known for his exceptional sound and lively exhibitions, has additionally ended up at the center of the outrage encompassing Diddy and his supposed associations with different specialists. Bits of gossip recommend that Diddy assumed a critical part in Travis' profession, especially after the Astroworld episode. Following the grievous charge at Astroworld, which brought about the passings of 9 youngsters, Diddy rushed to offer help to Travis. He guaranteed that Travis would have been the following dark tycoon and communicated his resolute help for the youthful rapper. Fans and pundits the same estimated that Diddy's solicitation to go out to shop with Travis might have been an approach to applying control or anticipating some help consequently. As the embarrassment encompassing Diddy and his supposed connections keeps on unfurling, fans and pundits are left asking why Diddy defended Travis even with allegations brought against him. What was the real essence of their relationship, and for what reason did Diddy offer his help to Travis after the Astroworld episode? These inquiries stay unanswered, leaving space for hypothesis and further examination. Strangely, a few fans have associated Diddy's help for Travis to the recent transgress that Diddy has encountered. They conjecture that Diddy's companions, including Fab, Game, and Travis, are staying quiet about his activities to keep the general population from learning the certified story of what happens when Diddy takes somebody shopping. The shortfall of reactions from these specialists has just uplifted interest and hypothesis about their supposed association with Diddy. While Travis Scott presently can't seem to openly address these claims, his fans and pundits enthusiastically anticipate any further disclosures that might enlighten reality behind his relationship with Diddy. As the outrage keeps on unfurling, it is progressively clear that the repercussions for those implicated might be huge and reality will ultimately arise. We should now dig further into the claims encompassing Diddy. Notwithstanding his effective domain assembling, Diddy's profession has been damaged by upsetting allegations of viciousness and misuse. In November 2023, the music business was shaken by a government claim documented by vocalist Cassie, otherwise called Cassandra Ventura, against her previous accomplice, Diddy. The claim framed a troubling example of misuse, savagery, and sex dealing that Cassie asserted she persevered all through their relationship. Using a one-year window under New York's Grown-Up Survivors Act, Cassie sued her supposed sexual victimizer, Diddy, despite the fact that the legal time limit had lapsed. As per the claim, Cassie originally experienced Diddy in 2005 at 19 years old, while he was 37. What at first appeared as though a promising relationship immediately transformed into a bad dream. Cassie confirmed that Diddy applied control over essentially all aspects of her life, from her vocation to her own clinical records. The case ensured that Diddy was routinely, really misusing Cassie on different events a year to fuel what is happening. He purportedly utilized her with copious proportions of medications, leaving her vulnerable and dependent upon him. Perhaps the most staggering charges in the case remember Diddy's alleged commitment for sex managing. Cassie ensured that Diddy compelled her to have sex with male sex workers in different metropolitan networks, while he watched, jolted off to, and recorded the encounters. Cassie never went to the police, out of fear that it would simply convince Diddy to hurt her. The case took a lot hazier turn when Cassie faulted Diddy for attacking her at her own home in 2018. According to the complaint, after a dinner, Diddy obliged himself into Cassie's space, disregarding her reiterated grumblings, and tries to drive him away. The claim illustrated a lady caught in an oppressive relationship, frantically attempting to get away from this grasp of a strong and manipulative man. To help her cases, Cassie alluded to different observers who had seen the maltreatment firsthand. One of these observers was her companion, artist-musician Tiffany Red, who wrote an open letter to Diddy depicting an occurrence that happened during Cassie's 29th birthday celebration party in 2015. Red guaranteed that Diddy and his security group drove Cassie away from the party, as Diddy believed her should participate in sexual experiences with different men. Red likewise uncovered that Cassie had trusted in her about Diddy's actual maltreatment. In light of the charges, Diddy's legal counselor, Benjamin Braffman, energetically denied the cases, expressing that the claim was loaded up with outlandish and preposterous untruths, pointed toward discoloring Diddy's standing. Despite this refusal, Diddy and Cassie settled the case just a single day after it was recorded, with the nuances of the settlement remaining private. Braffman accentuated that the settlement should not be seen as a confirmation of bad conduct. The charges made by Cassie against Diddy shed light on the faint underside of the music business and the power components that can engage abuse to proceed with unreasonable. The case not simply uncovered the alleged abuse persevered by Cassie, yet furthermore raised critical issues about the treatment of women in the redirection world following Cassie's unsound case. The courses opened and 2 extra women drew closer with staggering charges against Diddy. Liza Gardner, one of the witnesses, reported a case not some time before the pass of the Adult Survivors Act. Gardner ensured that she and a buddy had met Diddy and entertainer performer Aaron Corridor at a MCA Records event in 1990 or 1991. They were welcomed to a dusk till dawn affair at Hall Condominium, where the night took a dazzling go, as indicated via Gardner's case. She and her sidekick were offered more refreshments and compelled into having sex with Diddy. Gardner similarly confirmed that Diddy went after her buddy during the experience. The experience left Gardner shocked and harmed as she got dressed. Paul purportedly burst into the room, nailed her down, and obliged her to participate in sexual relations with him. Several days sometime later, Diddy evidently pursued Garner again when he came to her normal home, expecting that her sidekick would disclose the event to the woman he was with at the time. In another complaint recorded around a similar time, Jo Dickerson Neal made disturbing charges against Diddy. She ensured that in 1991 she reluctantly headed out to have a great time with Diddy, who deliberately quieted and truly went after her. After their dinner, Dickerson Neal further guaranteed that Diddy recorded the assault and showed the tape to others, while she didn't immediately report the episode to the experts. She, over the long haul, recorded a police report with unclear associations in New York and New Jersey. At any rate, inspectors enlightened her that they would require approving confirmation, leaving Dickerson Neal feeling frail and unnerved by expected counter from Diddy's delegate, immediately pardoned the cases made by Garner and Dickerson Neal, naming them as produced and faulting individuals for exploiting the Adult Survivors Act. The delegate suggested that the women were searching for financial benefit. Through deluding objections, the charges made by Garner and Dickerson Neal shed light on the undeniable thought of abuse, and the troubles looked by survivors in moving toward the two women communicated uneasiness toward backlash and the conceivable loss of future entryways inside the music business. Their record featured the power components at play and the difficulty of searching for value. In a system that regularly inclines in the direction of the accused, it is fundamental to observe that these charges are at this point being investigated, and Diddy has denied all of the charges made against him. In his decree, he rehashed his commitment to engaging for his name, his family, and reality. As the battles in court spread out, the impact of these cases on Diddy's call-in stays uncertain. The music mogul momentarily wandered down as chief of revolt, the media association he laid out, and an unscripted television show featuring Diddy was scratched following the charge. The fallout from these cases fills in as an indication of the meaning of considering individuals answerable for their exercises, regardless of what their status or effect. The strength of Cassie Liza Gardner and enjoyment Dickerson Neal in drawing nearer has begun a greater conversation about abuse and power components inside news sources. Their records go about as a stimulating sob for change and a call to help survivors who habitually face immense troubles in searching for value. Still, the cases against Diddy took a much truly disturbing turn when a fourth woman suggested, as Jane Doe recorded a case against Diddy, his dependable Lieutenant Harpierre, and a third, unidentified Cent Jane Doe's guideline suit guaranteed that she was attacked by the three men at Diddy's Manhattan Keep studio in 2003 when she was just 17 years old. According to the case, Diddy and Pierre managed Jane Doe across state lines, from Detroit to New York City, on an individual extravagance plane once at the recording studio. They purportedly utilized her with medications and alcohol until she was unable to consent, no matter what her solicitations for them to stop. The men mercilessly gone after her. The case consolidated a couple of photos that Jane Doe ensured were taken at the studio on that late night, recollecting that one where she is sitting for Diddy's lap. The case showed a young woman being exploited and dismissed by those in key positions of power. Jane Doe guaranteed that Diddy and Pierre used their influence and position to endlessly control her, leaving her harmed and calmed. For quite a while, Harve Pierre, who recently filled in as head of Diddy's horrendous youngster redirection, has similarly stood up to isolate charges, a past right-hand suit. Pierre faulted including him for using his strategic position of authority to plan, exploit, and truly assault her on different events, someplace in the scope of 2016 and 2017. These cases further component the disturbing illustration of abuse and sad conduct enveloping Diddy's internal circle. Diddy's delegate immediately pardoned Jane Doe's cases, naming them as deluding and faulting her for searching for financial benefit. Through the case, the agent stayed aware of that the charges were significant for a greater work to stain Diddy's standing and legacy. The claim recorded by Jane Doe focuses a light on the dim underside of the music business and the maltreatment of force that can happen in secret. It brings up significant issues about the obligation of those in places of impact and the requirement for responsibility inside the diversion world. It is significant to recall that these charges are as yet being researched, and Diddy has denied every one of the allegations made against him. As the lawful cycle unfurls, it is vital for help survivors and guarantee that their voices are heard. The effect of these claims on Diddy's vocation and notoriety is not yet clear. The music tycoon has briefly ventured down as director of Revolt, the media organization he established, and an unscripted TV drama highlighting Diddy was scrapped. Following the allegations, these developments underscore the seriousness of the allegations and the potential consequences for those involved. The courage of Jane Doe in coming forward serves as a powerful reminder of the strength it takes to confront one's abusers and seek justice. Her lawsuit, along with the allegations made by Cassie Liza Gardner and Joy Dickerson, Neil highlights the urgent need for change within the entertainment industry and the importance of supporting survivors. Why 50 Cent hates Diddy. 50 Cent and Diddy, while both artists achieved immense success, their paths would soon collide, leading to a clash that would shape their tumultuous relationship. It all began in 1999 when 50 Cent released his controversial track, How to Rob, where he took aim at various artists, including Diddy. In the song, he humorously targeted Diddy's ex-girlfriend Kim Porter and playfully mocked Diddy's lavish lifestyle. Although intended as a joke and a way to generate buzz for his own career, and this early jab set the stage for future tensions between the two. Despite the playful nature of How to Rob, it did not go unnoticed by Diddy. However, it did not significantly impact their relationship at the time. In fact, Diddy even had the opportunity to sign 50 Cent to his label Bad Boy Records. But fate had other plans. According to Tony Yayo, a member of 50 Cent's Yai Unit group, the various beefs and conflicts surrounding 50 Cent in the streets and within the industry ultimately led to Diddy backing away from signing him. The tragic passing of the notorious Big just a few years prior made Diddy hesitant to associate himself with any more drama. He believed that signing 50 Cent, who was embroiled in street conflicts, would bring unwanted attention and potentially jeopardize the reputation of Bad Boy Records. The feud between 50 Cent and Diddy began in 1999 when 50 Cent released his track How to Rob, which humorously targeted various artists, including Diddy. Despite this, Diddy had the opportunity to sign 50 Cent to his label, Bad Boy Records, but ultimately backed away due to concerns about 50 Cent's street conflicts. Tensions continued to simmer, and in 2006, 50 Cent released D-Bomb, which suggested Diddy's involvement in the murder of the notorious Big. The rivalry between the two intensified when both artists entered the vodka business, with 50 Cent launching FN Vodka and Diddy promoting Ciroc. This led to a series of social media jabs and public criticisms between the two. 50 Cent openly criticized Diddy's vodka brand, calling it inferior and questioning its authenticity, while Diddy defended Ciroc's success and dismissed 50 Cent's claims. The feud also extended to legal disputes. In 2014, 50 Cent posted a photo montage on Instagram suggesting that Diddy was involved in questionable activities, sparking further tension between them. Additionally, in 2016, Diddy faced allegations of rape, sex trafficking, and physical abuse from his ex-girlfriend, Cassie. 50 Cent used social media to mock Diddy over these allegations, further escalating the feud. Despite occasional moments of potential reconciliation, such as Diddy wishing 50 Cent a happy birthday on social media in 2015, their feud continues. Both artists have achieved immense success in their careers, and their ongoing rivalry has become a part of their legacies, shaping their public personas and adding intrigue to their music and business ventures.